shared universal good through love. And Michael is going to light the candle. And the first wick he lights represents spirit or God within each and every spirit in general within each and every one of us. And then the second wick that he lights represents us as community. And when we gather together, we shine a greater light. And boy, you must have those. We're going to have to cut the wicks a little bit because those are super high up. But, anyways.
It's a greater light.
But yeah, really
Well,
a greater
this
light.
little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
All right. Okay, well, John, you want to lead us into a song?
All right, here it comes. Joy is wonderful. Joy in the morning, joy in the afternoon, joy in the evening, joy again soon. When we are happy, joy is how. Joy is wonderful, joy is now. Joy in our homes, joy in our work, joy in relationships, joy at birth. When we are happy, joy is how. Joy is wonderful, joy is now. Accomplishment, joy in getting done, joy in doing well, joy in having fun. When we are happy, joy is now. Joy is wonderful, joy is now. Joy is now.
Thank you, John. Very much appreciate that. And so John is our speaker today. And the next week, I believe it is Tim. He will be doing the Father's Day message. And then is it John or Michael? No, it's Michael again. Then it's John again. So, okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the reading from 360, the Science of Mind 365, and this is for June 9th. And it says, I demonstrate through the perfect law. And it says, all laws are laws of God. Whatever reality is, its nature is one. If I wish to demonstrate my good, I must faithfully and fervently declare that the law of the Lord is perfect and that this law is operating in my experience now. I believe that it is the nature of thought to eternalize itself, to bring about conditions that exactly correspond to the thought. Therefore, I turn resolutely from every sense of lack, want, and limitation, knowing that even though I am dealing with an invisible principle, the perfection of spirit will be made manifest in my experience. Today I declare that the law of the Lord is perfect in everything I do. It will eternalize happiness. It will bring every good to me. Today I am inwardly aware that there is a secret way of the soul. There is a secret pathway of peace. There is an invisible presence forever externalizing itself for me and through me. Today I live in divine guidance. Today I believe that underneath are the everlasting arms. Today I rest in the divine assurance and this divine security. I know that not only is all is well with my soul, my spirit, and my mind, but all is well with my affairs. So we're going to let John go ahead and do a song that, well, we lost John for a second. Hi, Kyle. So when we get John back, he's going to lead
Hi,
us.
Diana.
Hi, he's going to lead us into music for the meditation, or we could just start the meditation without it. Why don't we just start the meditation without the music?
Okay, so let's just turn within and realize that the song of spirit is already within us as we take a deep breath in. Inhale and exhale. Release, relax, and just let go. Just allow all of your muscles in your body just to relax. If they feel tight, just take another deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. Just blow that tension out. Just let it go. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. So let a wave of relaxation go from the top of your head down to the soles of your feet. Just let every muscle, every cell of your being just relax and let go. And become centered in your heart, the divine heart, the sacred heart, the heart chakra. No matter what you call it, it's still there. That energy, that aliveness is there. So as we become centered in that, we recognize, realize, sense, and know that this energy that we feel is the energy of spirit, of the one life, the one activity, which is everywhere present, powerful, all-knowing, and active. And it is that within us, as us, and through us. It has its being as us. And we feel that today, we know that today, that we are one with this one life, this one activity. We are God's life expressing as us. So we recognize and realize, sensing and knowing that this one presence and power surges in and through and as us. And there is a power that is greater than we are, that does act upon this word that Diana was talking about. This law, this great immutable law, which is always there. As we take another deep breath in, inhale, exhale, we just know that our word is creative. So we're very careful about what we say, because this law is constantly taking the form and shape of our dominant thoughts and our dominant words. So today we allow ourselves now just to create a wonderful service today, to create a wonderful time together. From Paul's letter to the Corinthians, he says, "Do you not know that you gathered together are the temple of God? you gathered together are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells among you. So we allow ourselves to be that tabernacle of the Most High within us. So we speak the word for a wonderful service today. For this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. We remember all the good things in our lives. We remember again all the wonderful people who are with us on this journey. So we just give great thanks for this day. And I speak a word of blessing upon our wonderful, not only our wonderful community, but also our wonderful area and the wonderful world. And we just now just open our hearts to more people. We allow more people to join us here on Sunday to experience the love and peace that we do. So I speak the word again for love. I know that our service is wonderful, that again, every word that is spoken allows us to become who we are, and that is divine. Yes. So with this heart just filled with love, just take a deep breath in, inhale, and exhale. Blow that love out into the world, and know that we are one with this love as we gather today, and that this service is in divine order and in divine right action. And for that, I just give great thanks as I say thank you, Infinite Spirit. And if you agree with me, please say with me, and so it is.
So as we now come back to the room, let's open our eyes, open up your cameras, and let's just look into each other's eyes and see the magnificence, which is you, inside that person, which is spirit. So there's Kyle. All right. And of course, John hasn't made it back yet. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with John. There's Hannah. So all of us. So wonderful to see everybody's face and see everybody's eyes. So, well, I guess John's our speaker, but maybe we can do announcements next, and then we can go into.
Okay. So
Okay.
you probably, so so the director sign for Stretch It Out is no, I'm not going to stretch it out. We're knowing that John's able to get back on. So I continue my work during the week with the New Thought Media Network. Again, just go to ntmedia.org. You'll find all the wonderful things that we're doing there, the wonderful activities. We're getting ready for conference season to be able to go and to stream the International New Thought Alliance. That's in July. We're also providing support for the Celebrating Our Souls, which is the African American celebration of New Thought. And then Anton, ANTN, in October. And so just a lot of good things, but just go to ntmedia.org or go on the YouTube page. It's amazing how many hours of programming that we have during the week. And I'm the one that puts it into playlists. So it takes me about an hour every week to put all these things in the right playlist. So we have a lot of programs in during the week, again, to serve the planet, and again, as we assist in the awakening of the planet individually. So just go to New Thought Media Network on the YouTube page, or go to ntmedia.org for more information about that stuff. Good stuff we're doing. So.
Okay. Well, Carolyn, go ahead.
Yeah, my activities for this week, for those of you that don't know, is to go ever deepening in letting go and thinning out everything that I've held very dear in this heart, as I am going to be moving into a ranch style home. And I don't need it until August, but everything is just moving along exactly where it needs to. My grandson and his wife are going to be buying this house, and everything it is an amazing experience because everything it just is opening up. It's time to do this. So I do this and I'll say, okay, what do I do with this now? And within 24 hours, I get an answer, of where it needs to go, or somebody calls me and needs something, and I say, hey, I even have it packed for you. So
Oh,
that
wonderful.
is where my time is. And I personally find this, very reverent time, I'm going to say. And looking at so many things in my house and deciding which to save and which to let go of. And I am finding that it is a blessing for me. It's a blessing for everyone I come in contact with. And I am being very richly rewarded. I'm going to say it like that, in the knowingness. And people who do call for appointments are saying, hey, I want to do something this fall. Good choice. So
Right.
yeah, yeah. And even Michael and I have talked about things for the fall. So it's a great reminder to me that there is a season for everything, and to embrace whatever that season is, and um, find the ways that you can celebrate life, you can celebrate our presence here on the planet. Thanks.
Wonderful. Also, Michael, Carol Ann's going to be speaking the first Sunday in July, I mean. And so um, she's going to be talking about freedom, but she suggested that we use the whole month about healing ministries and different kinds of ministries. So um, thought we're going to do that. So for the month of July. But anyways, okay. So what? John did send a message saying that his thing froze. He's trying to get back in, but I'm not quite sure what we're going to be able to do here.
Well, since you went ahead and as our spiritual leader, you went ahead and chose all men for the month of June. One of the topics I wanted to talk about was uh, the use of the masculine and the feminine energies, and the healthy use of them, and that uh, there is such a thing that they call out there is this they call it toxic masculinity. And a lot of times, again, that's unfortunately it's taught in evangelical Christian churches where you're to be the macho man and to go ahead and to um you know be the man from scripture, be the head of the household, and uh, some of that is good, and some of that really I think needs to be examined as far as that goes. The From the science of mind viewpoint, again, there is again the masculine and the feminine. There is again there is a holy trinity. We do not teach again a father, um, son, Holy Spirit, but we teach the whole idea of again of the right use of the principles. The masculine principle is used again to um, the seed in the soil, the sperm to the egg. It gives direction to the law, and the law again being having a feminine nature or a receptive nature, and that does not mean it's less powerful. That's the one thing I want to always say is that we all have the the blending of that within us. All of us do. So the sacred marriage that happens is again is the combining of the masculine and the feminine in all of us. Really, again, to embrace again that our whatever form that we've taken as far as with our um, sexual orientation, but also to learn again to merge the masculine and the feminine. The greatest complaint that I hear from women about men is, well, they're not in touch with their feelings. And the greatest complaint I hear a lot from men is, well, she I tell her what to do, or I give her a suggestion, she doesn't do it. Well, again, you're not speaking the proper love languages there too. Love language is the language that we accept love in. Gary Chapman wrote a series of books on that from the Christian realm. But the whole idea of using the masculine and the feminine principles in again a loving way. So the masculine principle is the choosing principle. So we go ahead and we choose. Again, we were made in the image and likeness of our Creator to create. So the whole realm of using the matter of choice, and again, will, the faculty of will from the unity tradition is located in the middle of the forehead. You'll hear the word volition used a lot in the Science of Mind text. Again, all that means is choice. So again, if we believe that we are creators, how can we use the masculine principle to really to better our lives? Well, first of all, I think that the one thing that I teach people is the whole idea of thinking about what you want. What do you really want? And again, this can be ego driven. I understand that. But if you go into the heart always knows, what would create love in the world. So to start speaking about what you want rather than what you don't want. Words have power. They've always had power. The challenge, again, I think that we all have, and our friends, witches from the pagan tradition, they've always told us that words have power. And the reason they do is because, again, it goes into the receptive feminine or the receptive law and then creates in our world. So to start choosing what you want, and that's when I ask in a private session, when people they come to me with their challenge or problems or difficulties, and then I'll let them talk, and then I'll say, well, what do you want instead of that? And then you get the deer in the headlights look. What do you want instead? And so if they don't consciously know, sometimes I'll say, well, guess. And the reason I say guess is because, again, that puts us into another part of the brain puts us in another part of our psyche where we know the answer. But to go ahead and to start going in the direction that we want. So how do you consciously do that? Well, you do that through spiritual mind treatment. And let's see if John's going to be here. As I let him in. So I think again that the healthy use of the masculine principle in us is again to go ahead and to again to start thinking about, start saying what we want to say, what we want to create in our worlds. And if you want to, this is a card exercise where you go ahead and you can place on a card again what you don't want to experience. Now they'll say, well, Mike, that's negative. Not necessarily. What's my intent here? My intent is just to get it up, get it out, and get it gone. So that's my intent. And then write on a card then the spiritual opposite. And if you again, people say, well, what's the spiritual principles? Well, we talk about them every Sunday here: love, life, light, peace, power, beauty, joy, abundance, creativity, and I like wisdom. Wisdom in the Holy Scriptures is considered a feminine principle. So to use all of those and to start putting the to start being conscious of your creation by your words, and again to start imagining the life that you want, rather than again speaking and saying about what you don't want. That's one of the reasons why, again, that we as licensed practitioners, we tell our clients, you know, do you, when they start speaking negative, especially in a session, is to lovingly say, well, is that really what you want? Is that really what you want? What do you want instead? So to become conscious creators, if you go ahead and you put down on a card what you want, and then start spending some time each and every day, spending some time in the silence, and then knowing that again that you're one with this one presence and power, and then start speaking your word as if it were already so, then it is so. What happened to me at the gas station with the $80? Someone out of the blue just gave me $80 at the gas station yesterday. And it was interesting because I've been working on my consciousness about, again, about manifesting supply. And so supply sometimes in whatever form it comes up. So it really, I was extremely grateful, but it really didn't surprise me, because I knew that again, using the principles is that I went ahead and I planted that seed of abundance. So to use, again, we're talking again, you know, since we're doing all men this month, again, to use the masculine principle in a healthy way. Masculinity doesn't, to use that power in a loving and concerning way. And John, I think that you have a message too that you'd like to say.
Yeah, get me a new computer. I should have prosperity coming enough to get that done by the end of the month. I'm working on closing up a real estate deal. My mother had bought this investment lot in Texas that I'm selling. Anyway, well, I don't know. Shall I go or have time for share what I was going to?
Go ahead, John.
All right. Well, I was going to talk about quantum creation, and I was going to start by mentioning a few of the projects I've engaged over the years. When I went to Harvard for graduate school, I very soon started a coffee house called Inner Spaces. That was
Well,
It's
I'll just
not
continue
saying,
on with this theme of quantum creating. Again, that's what we were talking about. This thing called the law that we that again that Holmes and other people, again, call it 0 point field, call it whatever that you want. I think, again, just to be able then to say, you know what, I can take control of what's going on in my own thought. Now, what usually happens is this, that things in our life change. When we get real clear about what we want and we start walking in that direction, what happens is that, there's some people will be added, some people will be, some people will leave, some individuals again I encourage all of us today is to really to live from our light. Do not put your light under a bushel basket. To allow yourself to be, again, to know the truth about you. And that is that, again, this one life, this one activity is expressing in you, as you, and through you. So to consciously start creating in your world, the world, again, that is of the spiritual principles of love, life, light, peace, power, beauty, joy, abundance, creativity, and also wisdom, is we always have those. So to start pointing our conscious minds deliberately in that direction, and also to match that vision also with our words, to start speaking about what we want only. All right. So your comments, as John works on getting back on, your comments about any of that. Carol Ann, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I appreciate those your thoughts that you have this morning. And for me, I find that this is an ongoing 24/7 project. That, is it possible for me to live the whole day and be in expansion, be in that place of love, kindness, and everything, and asking that question in the morning, then I kind of check in around noon and say, well, how you doing? Talking to myself. But that's okay. Sometimes we get our best insights when we're talking to ourselves. And see what adjustments I need to say. See, and if morning isn't going too well, really asking the question, okay, what do I need to change? Well, of course, it's my attitude, and I need to put it back into gratitude. But taking those times, and it's not a 15-20 minute hard a type of thing. It's saying, how am I doing? And if I can't be honest with myself, then I got a real problem. But to be able to say, well, it's not so good, I did this and this happened, and then I went over here, and in the meantime I forgot, which for me is very important, to focus on my breathing to help keep me in the present moment. Okay, I didn't do that. Okay, let's focus back on our breathing this afternoon. And it's it's a process of trying it, doing it, having to relook at things, and somehow we get in a place where it's almost kind of like a box. We have our checklist. I can do this. I can do this. I can pay attention to my breathing. And we want to check them all off so that down at the bottom we can say, "Oh, I've done it all. I have it." And it doesn't work that way. In order to grow, we are always shifting and changing, and everything is shifting and changing. And so I personally like that. Is it possible, for me to have a day full of light and love and continual expansion?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
not putting a degree on it, a number on it, and at the end of the day, how'd I do? Okay, what areas can I improve upon? What a way to go to sleep, looking at all the things that happen during the day that were expansive. Yeah, so I thank you for those words. Those
Yeah.
were, they hit home.
Thank you. And I want to thank you ahead of time for your wonderful contribution. It's part of her clearing out that I'm going to find new homes for this, for a lot of the CDs that Carol Ann has tucked away in her basement. So if you don't have her meditation CD, please purchase it from Summit Center for Spiritual Living. I'll give it to you at the buddy price of $10. So yeah. So get a copy of that if you're wondering how to meditate, how to be in the present moment. And again, even just seeing Carol Ann's face just really just puts, again, after meditating with her for hours, it just kind of just puts me into the present moment. So it just really assists me and to do that. So, all right. Any other comments? Or John, you were talking about conscious creating, conscious manifesting?
I don't know what to say. I mean, my computer doesn't want me, or Zoom, somebody doesn't want me to continue, but I don't know if we have time for me to get into it. Maybe I should save this for later. So
Yeah, why?
I don't know. What do you
John,
think?
So my God, let's just save it for later. Do you have a song that you'd like to sing for us?
Well, yeah. Let me do a song. I hope you got through the meditation without me. Let me see here. I think I'll do. There is a power that is real, providing life for everyone, just like the flowers in the field, sharing the radiance of the sun. Love is our power, beautiful, strong, and kind. Loving is wisdom, a loving heart and mind. The power of love is always here, revealing truth, inspiring mind. The power of love releases fear, clearing the way for us to find. Love is our power, beautiful, strong, and kind. the time has come to love our freedom. We'll open our hearts and fully be the light of love is always shining, so we can know we are free. Love is our power, beautiful, strong, and kind. Loving is freedom, a loving heart and mind. Let our loving shine. Let our loving shine.
Well, thank you, John. And that's glad to have you back again. So,
Really? Yeah, new computer coming soon.
yay! All
I don't know.
right.
It seems to be the interface with Zoom that bothers. It doesn't do this too much other times. Once in a while, it shuts off just suddenly, but
Right. But
Zoom and makes it freeze up and tells me there's low resources. I've thrown so much out of it, and it still shows that message. It's weird.
yeah, that is unusual. Okay. Well, anyways, so it is that time in our service where thank you, Michael, for pinch hitting there with the speaking and anyways, it is that time in our service where we give the opportunity to give, and you can do that by going to Zelle, and you can go online and go to Zelle, and you would go to sscofakron@gmail.com. Excuse me. That's sscofakron@gmail.com, or you can send a check or cash to 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio 44310, and you can and we'll make sure that it gets into the account. So with that, I'd just like to take your right hand over top of left and just bless the giver and the gifts, and know that each and every person that gives is blessed in a very special way, and that it goes not only to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, but it also goes back to them 10 times or more, and that it goes to the truth that sets us free. So it is. Amen. Okay, so how about some good and more good?
Good and more good is mine, and ever increasing good is mine. Unlimited, infinite good is mine. Wherever I go, I see good. Whatever I do, I feel oh so good. I'm worthy and entitled to good and more good. Good crowds itself upon us, wraps itself around us. We give ourselves permission to accept more good, express more good. Good, more good is ours. Ever increasing good is ours. Thank you, Spirit and Soul. It is.
Now, we did announcements earlier, but John, did you have any announcements?
YesWise.com. Look for the YesWise Inspiry button or word.
Okay. All right. Am I missing anything else besides our closing and our doing our moment of silence? Okay. Well, we're going to end a little early, but that's okay. Let's do a moment of silence. That is when we do this, we want you to take a moment to bring into mind and into your thoughts and do your prayers somebody who needs some help, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may be, whether it be a family member, a coworker, or just the world in general. So, and just know that the healing is happening right here and right now. I'll ring the bell, and then when the silence is up, I'll ring it again. The light of God surrounds us. The law of God, the light of God surrounds us. The law of God protects us. Michael, the light of God surrounds us.
The love of
Love
God
of God protects us. Oh my goodness.
unfolds us.
Unfolds us. Okay. Go ahead, Michael.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God unfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us wherever we are, no matter what we're doing, no matter where we are. God is, and all is well.
Thank you. Okay, John. Now you can do something.
All right, let me share real and true here. Life is real. Life is true. We are life, living as me and you. Joy is real. Joy is true. We are joy, living as me and you. Peace is real. Peace is true. We are peace, living as me and you. Love is real. Love is true. We are love, living as me and you. Living as me and you.
All right. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. And Hannah, you can finish our Facebook feed now. And